Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. And I know that it is Christmas Eve and taking the time to come join me for this very special Christmas healing session that we're going to do. And today we're also going to finish off our series on doing inner child work, which is to me so convenient in the fact that we're going to tap into our inner child when we're going into the Christmas holiday this weekend. And, for children, Christmas is magical. And today we're going to tap into our inner child's magic and we're going to do some healing. And we're really going to make that child feel safe and excited as we go into the holiday season. So, what's so important about inner child work is that we don't realize how much our inner child gives us information. And that information that our inner child always gives us is those pangs that we feel when we're uncomfortable or when something triggers us or when just out of the blue there's a sense of this overwhelm of emotion that we're not sure what's coming forward or why it's coming forward. But that is the amazing thing about our inner child is that when it sits there and it's giving us these little subtle hints like, hey, this needs addressing, or hey, I need you to pay attention to that, and we either don't catch their little subtle hints or we don't listen to their subtle hints, they get louder and louder and louder, and they get so loud to the point where it really does make us uncomfortable. But if we can recognize that this is an emotion that's coming from our inner child, which is very emotional, then we can go in and bring forward that child and start talking to them and asking them, hey, where is this coming from? What is it that you're needing? And show them that we can provide that comfort and security for them that they didn't have in the past or that they didn't get from their caretaker. And so that's going to be what we're doing today. We're going to bring them forward and we're going to ask them to show us programs or areas that need to be healed. And what we're going to do is we're really going to put those programs onto another timeline, expand them out, and then recreate the stories that were once attached to it. We're going to recreate those stories into a story where we are comforted and we feel better and we know that we are very much empowered and that our children feel safe. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And what I want you to do is I want everyone to close their eyes. I really do want you to be comfortable, relaxed, and if you can, make sure that your feet are planted firmly on the ground. Because I really want us to connect in with our grounding and above today. So go ahead and sit in your chair, or if you're even just sitting on the floor or laying on the floor, just really have the part of you connected to the floor or the ground. And I want you to go ahead and start taking some deep breaths in, pulling that breath all the way down to your root chakra, and then back up and out through your mouth. And now as you start finding a rhythmic pattern that is comfortable for you, where your breathing has slowed down and we have now slowed down our nervous system, what I want you to do is I want you to see doors on the bottom of your feet and see those doors opening up. And as those doors open up, I want you to see streams of energy coming down from the bottoms of your feet. And I want you to sense, see, or feel that energy going down into the earth. And I want you to take this energy all the way to the center of the earth, to the center of her magnetic core. So as that energy goes down and you start seeing it going through the rocks and the sand and the dirt and the soil and the bedrock. I want you to see, sense, and feel it going through the crystalline grid as it continues all the way down to the center of Mother Earth. And as you connect in with the center of Mother Earth and her magnetic core, you may start to feel a little bit hot on the bottom of your feet, and that's okay. And if it gets too hot, just ask for that heat to lessen. And I want you to sense, see, and feel your cords wrapping around her magnetic core as we're just going to sit here for a little bit and allow her energy to really integrate into our energy, into the cords of our energy. And now I want you to take that energy and I want you with intent to sense, see, or feel yourself pulling that magnetic energy up, up, up through those cords all the way to the bottom of your feet. Feel that energy go in and up and over your feet and your ankles, through your calves, up over your knees, into your thighs, into your hips. Continuing to breathe smoothly, or if you need to take deep breaths in, that's okay too. And now I want you to feel yourself pulling that energy up into your body, all the way up into your chest, as it expands down your shoulders and your arms all the way to your fingertips. Now pull that energy up through your neck into your head. And then I want you to see, sense, and feel that energy go out the crown of your head through your star chakra, all the way up into the sky, past the clouds, up into the atmosphere, all the way up until you see, sense, and feel yourself connecting with Source, God, the universal life force, whatever resonates with you. I just want you to see yourself connect with it. And as you connect with this beautiful source energy, I want you to see it not only just wrapping around you, but moving through you, through your energy field, through your body, just filling up your body and your energy field. As we allow Source's energy just to clear out any residue, any other types of energies, toxicities, or impurities that we may have picked up from the last couple of weeks. Using Source's energy and light to just burn it off. Burn it all off. Beautiful. And now what I want you to do is I want you to see, sense, and feel yourself pulling that energy down. And that energy is going to come back down through your star chakra, all the way down through your crown chakra. And I want you to continue moving it all the way down through your head and your neck, through your chest. Again, feeling it going down your shoulders and arms to your fingertips. As you pull that energy down into your body cavity, all the way down into your hips, your thighs, your lower legs to your feet. And then I want you to see, sense, and feel Source's energy going into Mother Earth, all the way down, connecting with her magnetic core. And now allow yourself just to sit in this beautiful energy as we mix heaven and earth, and just allow it to move through your body, flowing freely, connecting to every inch of your body, moving throughout your cells, your muscles, your fascia, your ligaments and tendons, through the nerves, just connecting with every part of you, every single tiny inch of you. Beautiful. All right. And now what I want you to do is I want you to bring your awareness down to your navel, and I want you to go directly behind your navel. And I want you to ask your inner child to step forward. And as you ask your inner child to step forward, I want you to sense, see, or feel a table in the middle of your heart center. And I want you to ask your inner child to come and have a seat with you at this table. And whatever age your child comes to you as, just allow that age to come, because that's important for you right now at this particular time. So whatever is going to come forward for you today, we're going to be healing during that age period of your life. And some of you have more than one child that's stepping forward, and that's okay, because the piece that we're going to heal is a piece that you experienced at each one of those ages. And so if you have multiple children, just ask them to come and sit at your table, because they are all going to work together with you today. And now, as you and your inner child or inner children are sitting at the table, I want you to ask your ego to step forward and have a seat at the table. And I also want you to ask your inner child's ego to step forward and have a seat at the table. And we're just going to tell our egos that they do not have to work today, that they are off duty as we are doing our healing work. The only thing that they need to do is to sit and observe, and to absorb in the positive frequencies that we will be connecting with, and letting go of any negative frequencies that do not serve them for their highest good. All right. And it was interesting because as we were asking for your egos to step forward, and as I could feel them stepping forward, some of them were almost like they were exhausted, like, oh, I have to do more work today. But the moment that we let them know that they can take this hour off, it was almost like they ran to the table to kick their feet up. So that is so awesome. So that tells me that they need a well-deserved break. Because as you know, with the holiday seasons, oftentimes that can really kick up some emotions that we've been really keeping pressed down, or that have really been trapped. So your egos are all working all the time. So I'm sure that they're so happy to have this coffee break. All right. So now what I want you to do is I want you to ask your inner child to take you to a place where he or she feels safe. And then I want you to allow that to happen. I want you either to sense, see, or feel your inner child take you there, or if you can't, just use your imagination. Just allow them to take you to that place. And again, we're going to remind our ego and our inner child's ego that all they need to do is sit and watch, almost as if they're watching a movie. And now that you are in this safe place, I can see that some of you are in a playroom full of toys. Others are by beautiful rivers and streams. Some are out in the middle of the beautiful fields that are full of flowers. That is where my inner child has taken me today, into our safe spot of just beautiful fields of daisies. And now I want you to take your inner child's hand and I want you to hold on to their hand. As you look down at them, I want you to let them know that the adventure that we will be going on today, that you will keep them safe, that you will hear what they have to say, and that we understand if there is some hesitancy for them to go back to the timeline to heal. But again, we're just going to reassure them that it's safe. And now I want you to see before you and your inner child a beautiful golden door. And as you open this beautiful golden door, you see nothing but beautiful golden light radiating out from it. And when you are ready, I want you and your child to step through that door into that beautiful golden light. And as you step into that beautiful golden light, I want you to ask your child to take you to a place in time of a program that has been integrated or implanted into your subconscious in your body that needs to be healing. And again, for those of you that are feeling some resistance to your child wanting to take you there, just again, reassure them that they're going to be safe, that during this time, they're not going to have to re-experience what happened, but we are going to watch and help recreate a story that brings comfort to your inner child. And as your inner child brings forth this timeline, I want you to see, sense, and feel yourself step onto it. And then I want you to ask your inner child why they brought this particular experience, feeling, sensation forward. And I just want you to listen to what your child has to say. And I want you to trust whatever it is they say, whatever comes up first. Don't question it. Just allow it to come in and flow in and through you. And just allow your inner child to share with you. And as they're sharing with you, I want you to reassure your inner child that you understand why they brought this forward and why they may have some sadness, fear, anxiety about the situation. We're going to thank them for bringing it forward because we know that that can be hard and scary. And we're just going to reassure them that they are okay and that you are there to protect them. So now that we are on this timeline and he or she has showed you what needs to be healed, what I want you to do is I also want you to ask them what it is that they need for this healing session today. What is it that they need to be healed or to be able to move forward with this healing? So go ahead and ask them. And I want you to trust whatever comes forward. And whatever information that they're telling you, as we move into this timeline and we begin to recreate a new one, I want you to bring forth those feelings of support or those feelings of comfort and safety and love and appreciation that they're all sharing with you, that they're needing. And now, as we're on this timeline, what I want you to do is I want you to sense, see, or feel a golden ball of energy in your heart center. And as this golden ball of energy creates in your heart center, it is also creating in your inner child's heart center. And as you look down at them, I want you to see this beautiful golden ball in their heart center. And now, with intent, I want you to begin to expand this beautiful golden ball of energy out. And as it expands out, it's going to fill up both your entire body and your inner child's entire body. As it moves into both of your energy fields, just expanding out. And with the intent, I want you to expand it out as far as it can go. And you may see just ripples of energy, or you may see ribbons of different colors of lights. However far you're expanded out is as far as you need to go today. And now with this expansion, I want you to place your intent and awareness onto this timeline. And as you place your intent onto this timeline, I want you to use this expansive energy to also begin to expand this timeline out. And I could hear some of you, I can hear some of you say, how do I do that? And the way that we do that is we're just going to do that with intent. We're going to do that with the intent as you push, feel, you can push it, you can sense it, you can feel it, you can imagine just seeing that energy fill up that timeline as that timeline just gets bigger. The reason for the expansion is, and I know that we have talked about this before, is that when we are in a denser form, all of the particles that are within that energy field are bumping into each other. So the more expansive that we can become, the more those particles spread out and the less likely that they're going to bump into each other. And then it creates all this space in between them. And it's within all of that space that we are going to work with that energy, because it's within that space where there is no programming, there is no conditions. It is just pure loving energy. And when we work within that pure loving energy, we can begin to create. And so that's what we're going to be doing on this timeline that may be filled with lots of programming. We're just going to expand it out so that we can start creating. Very good. So now as everybody is expanding that out, I'm going to do some work to pull some of these sticky frequencies that we do not want in it out. And we're going to pull those frequencies all the way out. And we're going to start cleaning up that timeline. And I also want you with intent to feel yourself start cleaning up that timeline. And what I mean by that is I want you with the intent. We're going to ask that the angels come forward. So we have Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. I also see Archangel Metatron that is holding space for us today. There's also Archangel Ariel that's coming forward. And we're just going to ask them to help us begin to clear the energy. So if we have frequencies in there of feeling unsupported, unloved, unappreciated, we are going to ask the angels to just move those out for us. So I want you to just kind of take this time, just allow the angels. So I want you to either sense, see, or feel them moving out those icky frequencies so that we can make room to bring new ones in. Put some light language in there. Wanaikishi na te hila o ka shniti fi no kupatahi. Kula shi shini da wala kama ti shi nit kuna hayati. Ush na fi ta kush na ti shi shi wakatahi na te shinda. As we begin to clear out your field, you may begin to feel a lightness within your energy body. This is because these frequencies these lower and denser frequencies create heaviness within your energy body. And it's within this energy, these heaviness in your energy body, that it begins to make you feel weighed down. Makes you feel overwhelmed, burned out. It can also bring emotions of sadness, sorrow, grief, and anxiety. So now, as we help you remove, release, and clear out these negative frequencies, we bring in a violet flame. And this violet flame is wrapping around you, your inner child, and the timeline that we will help you recreate today. And as we help you recreate this, we're going to ask that you embody the positive frequencies that we allow and that you allow to come in today. You should begin to feel a sense of lightness, and it's within this lightness that we want you to embrace and to embody. And as you embody this, we want you to see the scene of this timeline that has been laid out before you by your inner child. Together with your inner child, we want you to begin to recreate it. And as you begin to recreate it, we want you to answer the questions and ask yourself, how would I have wanted this particular experience to be handled? How would I want to have done this experience differently? And as you ask yourself those questions, we want you to envision it using your mind's eye or your imagination to recreate it. And we want you to experience it. And how we mean by experiencing it is we want you to put yourself in that position on that timeline of actually not seeing yourself outside of your body doing it, but also actually experiencing it as if you were in that moment, in that exact moment, doing the actions of creating it. Very good. And now we ask you to bring forward the emotions that you wanted to have experienced in that particular experience. Unadishnik verlakona hini shishi to go to hashashi to not be shishi hanihu hashasha hunahi. And as you bring forward those emotions, we're going to help you and assist you in bringing them forward. And each one that you feel, we want you to embody that within your heart center. And as you embody these higher positive frequencies, these frequencies of love, gratitude, of joy, of happiness, the frequencies of being heard and understood, we want you to turn to your inner child. And with intent and coming from your heart space, we want you to send out those beautiful frequencies to the heart space of your inner child so that he or she can feel the joys, feel the happiness, feel the gratitude, feel the value that your inner child had at that time and has now. And allow this energy that you push out to just envelope your inner child. And witness that energy going into your inner child's heart center, filling up his or her body, coming out the top and the bottom of your inner child. And as it circulates, you see it coming out the top, cascading down around its energy field, coming out from the bottom of his or her feet and surrounding the outside of the energy field, coming back in through your crown, through their crown. Very good. And now what we want you to do is we're going to ask you to step into the energy field of your inner child. And as you step into the field of your inner child, we want you to ask them how they would like to be embraced, whether that's holding their hands, wrapping your arms around them, holding them. And however your child wants to be comforted, just allow them to do that. See, sense, and feel them doing that. Feel yourself doing that. And in this moment, we're going to combine your energy fields, becoming one. And now ask your inner child to bring forward this timeline that was just created, the new story that has now been created around the old situation that is now the new situation. And anchor that into both of your heart centers. Beautiful. And now we want to check in with your inner child. Ask your inner child how he or she is feeling in this moment. I can feel some uncertainty with some of you and your inner child. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some more light energy and light language into those frequencies, and just allow yourself and for your inner child to feel these light language codes that I'm going to be sending in, and allow them to just activate and integrate throughout your entire body and system. Wonderful. All right. And now I want you to see, sense, and feel you and your inner child taking a step off of that timeline. And as you take a step off of that timeline, you will see yourself back at the table that where you once started. And as you come back to that table, go ahead and have a seat at that table, and asking your inner child to have a seat at that table. And as your egos continue to sit at that table, what I want you to do with intent, and we're going to ask your inner child also with intent, the frequencies that we have now embraced and embodied and integrated into your heart center. We're going to push those energies out to your egos, both your ego and your inner child's ego. And as we push that energy out, we're going to talk to them and tell them that these are the frequencies. This is the new story that we have created, that we want the ego to recognize, to feel, and to experience. And as your ego and your inner child's ego opens up to these new, beautiful frequencies, these feel-good frequencies, we want our egos to understand that any frequencies that are outside of what it is experiencing right now, and that it's not for its highest and greatest good, that we ask that you repel it, that you do not allow it to come in. And if it tries to come in, we're going to ask our egos to have it go away, to ask it to leave, to let it go, and to not enter our energy field. Very good. So now we're going to thank our egos, both our own ego and our inner child's ego, for joining us today. And we're going to ask it now to step away from its table. And now we're going to ask our inner child to also stand up from the table as we stand up from the table. And we're going to thank our inner child for showing us today what needed to be healed. And then we're going to reassure our inner child that you are its protector, that you are its parent. And we're going to thank it for trusting you today and ask that your inner child trusts you from here on out to keep him or her safe, protected, secure, and loved. And now we're going to say goodbye to our inner child as you see your inner child going back into the bubble that they came out of. Placing that bubble back behind your navel again. And tucking him and her in to a safe and comfortable, cozy little spot behind your navel. And for those of you who have inner children that don't want to leave you yet because your energy feels so good and they feel so safe, just reassure them that at any time you guys can have this reconnection and that it's okay to go back into that safe place behind your navel. Wonderful. Okay. So now what I want you to do is I want you to begin to take a deep breath in, and this deep breath in is going to come in through your heart center, pulling all the way down, down, down to the bottom of your feet. And back and up and out through your mouth. Take another deep breath in, pulling this energy all the way down to the bottom of your feet. And this time, as you pull it down to the bottom of your feet, the doors that are on the bottom of your feet are going to open up. As you bring that energy all the way back down through the crystalline grid of Mother Earth, all the way down to the center of Mother Earth, down to her magnetic core. And we are going to ask that this energy, this beautiful golden energy that we created today with all of these amazing frequencies to combine with the magnetic core of the Earth. And we're going to tell Mother Earth that these are the frequencies that we want to allow to enter into our fields, into our energetic fields, into our bodies, and ask that she please help assist with this. And that anything that is not for our highest or greatest good, we ask that she keep out of our energy field, only allowing these beautiful frequencies to enter in. And because Mother Earth loves us so much, she is agreeing to this because she wants nothing but the highest and best good for us. She wants nothing but love and support. And she is so grateful and so thankful for us putting our trust into her, knowing that she will provide all and everything that we need. And because she wants to help us, we are also going to send her gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness, and love. And now as this energy, yours and Mother Earth's energy has intertwined and mixed, we're going to pull that energy up, 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 up those cords again to the bottom of our feet, flowing up and over our legs and our thighs, through our body, all the way up into our heart center, anchoring that energy into our heart center. and embodying it, fully embodying it, embodying it. Beautiful. And now what I want you to do is I want you to bring your awareness back into the room that you are in that chair that you're sitting in, onto the floor that you're sitting or lying on. And I want you to slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, moving your shoulders and your neck. And when you are ready, I want you to go ahead and open your eyes. And if any of you have water next to you, go ahead and take a sip of your water. Just kind of help bring you back into balance with that energy. There was a lot of energy that was flowing, so you may feel a little bit on that energy high, and that's okay. If you are still feeling a bit of that energy high, just stay where you're at. You can rub your feet on the floor. Just allow that sense of grounding to really enter into your energy field. All right. So today we had our inner child bring forth one particular program that needed to be healed. But know that you guys can do this at any time. You can go into that space. You can ask your inner child to step forward, and you can continue to do the same thing, expand out that timeline that your inner child brought forth. Ask your angels, your guides, your star beings, anybody that is coming that wants to come forward to help support you on this, and just ask them to start helping you clear out I'm going to call it the old timeline of any gunk, impurities, just those negative frequencies, to make space to go ahead and bring in those new frequencies. And then together with you and your inner child, recreate that experience. Recreate that experience in a way that you need, in a way that supports you, in a way that feels loving. And once you do, just you and your inner child just embody the way that it feels, and know that if something triggers you that may have been related to the old timeline, bring that new timeline in and just feel the expansiveness of that timeline. All right, everyone. It looks like everyone is just kind of calm and at peace. So if there aren't any questions, I want to wish all of you a very happy and safe holiday season. Enjoy your time with your family and friends, and really embrace the magic of the holiday season. And I will see you next time. And until then, so much love and light, and from my heart to yours, so much love. All right, everyone. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and Happy New Year. I love all of you. And until next time, be safe and love and light. Bye-bye.